And hello, welcome to the Aimless Entertainment Podcast. First episode. I got my boy Jared here with me. What's up?
Pimp.
Yeah, so anyway, it's been a while since we've done anything related to videos, podcasts, or anything. We tried doing a magic podcast. I got bored with it. So what did I do? I made another podcast. Why did I do that? Because I got so many ideas and not enough time to just do one subject. So I decided, let's do one where we do whatever topic we want at all times and there's no organization, rhyme, or reason to it. So we're coming up with an idea for a name, and you want to know what we first came up with? You want to tell them?
Sure, yeah. I was in the middle of working out and I decided to think of aimless entertainment because it's like we have no structure for this shit and we're gonna entertain people, so I guess that
Well,
works.
you see, we tried thinking, right? What makes sense to both of us, because we both suffer from like ADD, ADHD related matters,
Oh yeah,
right?
100%.
We both consistently talk on a normal daily basis, so why not put it out there, right? Because we have
Right.
some dumbass conversations. Like, we just talk about some dumbass. You will call me at literally 11 o'clock at night, right as I'm about to walk to work, because I walk to work, go into work, and you'll ask me some dumbass question. It happens without fail. Like,
Why
hold
does
on,
it?
hold on. We just sidetracked three different times already. We're not even like, I started with an intro, and
Mhm.
then I immediately sidetracked into the name, and then I just side segmented. This is exactly what this podcast is meant to be. We're already on track.
It's gonna
So
be a long night.
so anyway, you always ask me some dumb ass questions.
See, I wouldn't call them dumb. I would just call them thought provoking. They're
Okay.
so stupid, but they're definitely thought provoking. You cannot argue this.
And didn't you say you had like one or two for me tonight?
Oh yeah, off rip. Okay,
And
hear me out, right?
I told this man specifically not to tell me before the podcast because I knew we were doing this shit tonight.
Right.
So I had him wait all day. This man has bottled up his dumbass shit that he's got for me, so I don't even know what he's about to say. What do you got?
All right, off rip. Okay, so I actually thought about this because I was like scrolling through Twitter, right? Looking for memes because Twitter has like become, besides Reddit and rest in peace iFunny, I don't even know if people are still using that anymore because TikTok basically exists. But you ever notice like on like car ads or like anyone trying to sell their car or anything like that, they'll like post their car and then put like their finger in front of the fucking license plate just to like protect their identity or whatever. Why the fuck are you doing that when your car is in public? Like that's not private information. You know, that's public information. Think about it. Like you drive all around. If you drive this car, you're gonna be all around the fucking city you're in. You're in a parking lot. Random people can fucking see this shit. But then if you want to cover it in public, guess what? That's fucking illegal. So why? What?
Okay,
like
hold
what?
on. To be fair, you could probably already look up driving records of someone and see what they're
Exactly.
driving through that anyway just by their name.
Exactly. If someone really wanted to get your information, what the fuck is like actually covering up your license plate when doing a car app? Because you're already giving people your fucking phone number, your email address, and your address. So what the fuck is like your like what is it like your license plate gonna add any more like incriminating information for someone to fucking find you? You're asking people to come to you. Like
Uh,
I'm sorry, I don't see a point in doing that. Like it's just, and then it made me question. I'm like, is this public or private information? Like your license plate? Like
it's kind of both, because
you
hold
know.
on, let me here's why it's both. Because when you're in a car, nobody knows who the fuck you are until you get into like an accident with that person,
Yeah.
with another
Hmm.
person. And so then they have your license plate then, and they link it to your name, because that
Right.
information is privated for the insurance company needs.
Right.
However, even though it's consistently on display, no one knows who the hell it belongs to in the car, because no one's going to look for you in the car
Exactly.
until
So
the moment they need to.
exactly, and I think because I was talking to my coworker, and it's like statistically, this is gonna sound so fucking ass backwards, but apparently statistically, your information is more like available to people or available to more people online versus in public, because more people, I guess, can see it online versus seeing it in public. Again. ass backwards. That sounds so backwards to me, but apparently that's just it. I'm like, if you're worried about that shit, then whenever you're like not driving or whatever, just fucking put a piece of paper over it. But then, like, you could just tape a piece of paper over it, or just like do something like that. But then, fucking parking enforcement can give you a ticket because if they go through and see that your tags are expired, or if you don't have plates, they can fucking tow your shit. So it's like, is this public or private information? Like, why the fuck do you care if someone's gonna like look up your license
Okay,
plate?
so let me counter this real quick with another
Hmm.
thing that could be uh, here or there. So firearms, you can
Right,
probably go see somewhere on the web who has a firearm and what they have
right.
just by putting in some of their information. I'm
Mm,
sure there's some sort of thing because the government has the access to whatever information you give to sign away your rights of privacy to say, hey, I own a firearm, whatever.
right.
There's lists for that, but no one knows the freaking number on your gun except the people you writ down that documentation to. That's not going to be out there on public information. There's serial numbers on these weapons
Hmm.
to show that, hey, this weapon belongs to this person. So it's just like, I can carry a gun. It You won't see my serial number because it's in the holster, but you can see that I have one. Is it really mine? Do you even know that this is mine? Do you know that car that I was driving is mine?
Actually, that is a good point because like at that point, would it be scumbaggish of you to like let's say like for example, hypothetically you gave me your car to like sell or put on an ad, right? And I put up the ad, but I don't cover the fucking license plate. Am I a scumbag for that, for putting your information out there like that? Like I'm literally saying, hey, this friend of mine's car is being sold. You know, do you want it? You know, come inquire. But apparently, your license plate is just a little bit extra information. Like, does your license plate link to your social? If it is, that's so
To
fucking
be
dumb. Because
fair,
again, public information. Because anyone can look up your fucking license plate.
to be
Like, if I
fair,
really want to. Hmm?
if you're selling a car, you should probably take the plates off. Number one, two, you shouldn't be driving it anymore because now you're racking up miles trying to advertise this car on the road, saying it's for sale, but yet you're still
No,
driving it around.
not even
Three,
not even driving it. Sorry to cut you off. Just not even driving it. Like people will just like put the ad up for it and leave it in like their garage or some shit, or leave it like out. So it's like you're not really driving it, but you're leaving it parked in like your driveway or whatever, or like outside on the street. I mean, if you own like a house, then probably inside a fucking like park sitting garage. But it's just like it made me wonder like is license plate actually public or private information? Like you're willing to cover it up on an ad, but you can't cover it up in public. The fuck?
that's fair. That's fair because I'm just like, I don't know, man. I know you can't cover it up for speed violations and cops to identify you from outside the car so that way they know who's potentially in the vehicle and can get a better idea of what they're dealing with for safety
Right.
reasons. That's why it's mainly illegal to cover it up out as you're driving it about. But like on the same note, who cares, right?
Yeah,
Who's really looking at your social media like, yeah, that license plate right there, that's what I'm
and
looking for.
now
What does that do for you?
hear me out though. This brings me to another thing. Like you say, it's illegal because cops can identify who's in the car. Like why the fuck do cops need to identify who's in the car unless they have reasonable suspicion?
To
I'm not
pull
trying to
when
go into like a
it's for when they stop them. That's why.
exactly,
So when
but why would you stop me without reasonable suspicion?
no,
So if you're
okay, speeding, right? Let's just say it was just something as simple as speeding, right?
right,
Seems simple enough, seems harmless enough, seems like,
yeah,
oh, I wouldn't need to know anymore. This is just a simple speeding ticket. I'll go up to the car without knowledge and walk away. Next thing you know, that man's a convicted felon in the car. It belongs to
right.
him. He got out of jail 2 months ago and he's back on the run doing his dumb shit again. And next thing you know, he shoots the cop who didn't
Now,
check.
now, hear me out. I'm not trying to sit like
This
with
got
that being
dark.
said. Oh no 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 yeah I know I don't know what the fuck you're on bro but I'm not saying that but no hear me out so you say like to identify who's in the car then why the fuck you ask me for my license like if my license plate is gonna tell you everything you need to know the
Oh,
fuck you need my license or
because you need to have your license when you drive.
exactly so if I need to have my license when I drive if there's reasonable suspicion because definitely everyone has never, no one has ever forgotten their wallet when they go out to drive. No one's ever,
Also, also,
obviously.
also, significant others can drive your vehicle
Okay,
under the same insurance. So if the
okay,
car belongs to your significant other, but you're driving it, the
right.
cop can get a better a idea of who could be in the car. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, so my point, I think my point still stands of if there wasn't a license plate on the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough reasonable suspicion for you to pull over a car because you don't know who's in it?
So
Because
first
if
off,
you,
it's
mhm,
illegal to drive without plates.
obviously, I mean, I'm not
So
trying to
so
say that it's, I'm not
well,
trying to say
then what
it's
are you
legal or
trying to
not.
say? Because
What is the
that's that.
point?
Okay, you pull him
What is the
over to give him a citation because it's illegal that you can't have
exactly?
plates not
But
on your
why
car.
is it illegal? Like that is, it doesn't make sense to have plates on the car. If you're gonna pull me over for something, it has nothing to do with the plates, unless like it's like the problem apparently is the plates because of a lack of information.
Okay,
But
they're
you
only pulling you over if there's something to pull you over for, but the plates
exactly.
are there. The plates are
So why
there
do you
for
ask me for my license? If you already get the information from the plates, what the fuck do you
because
need my
once
license
again,
for?
if you have another person driving your vehicle, Jared,
Right.
that plate only tells you who the car belongs to. It does not tell you the driver specifically. However, it could give the officer
Is
an idea of who could be
is
in
that
the
not on your
car.
registration or your
How is he going to
insurance
see your
card?
registration outside the vehicle, Jared?
Because you give them your license and registration when you're
Okay,
being pulled
no,
over and
no,
your
I get
insurance.
that. I get that. Again, this is a pre-checker. Pre-checker.
What's the push for?
To see if there's a record on you.
So you mean to tell me? Okay,
Hold
so
on,
when
hold
you're
on. Hear me out. Let me
right,
explain this in simpler terms, right?
please
They
please
have hold on.
caveman it. I need you to caveman it right now. If you don't
Okay,
caveman it, I'm not gonna listen.
Oonga Boonga, listen to what I'm saying. All right?
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
say someone is out on a bench warrant for their
Right.
arrest because they didn't show up to court. Let's just
Right.
use something as simple as that. You
Hmm.
ever seen those cop cars with police scanners on the back of them?
Oh, the thing that goes wee woo wee woo, right?
No, not the lights. That's the lights.
That's the
The
whole.
the the scanning things all the way on the back of the car that are on the top, and they point downward to scan plates quickly as you maneuver through traffic. Those
Those
people are looking
motherfuckers.
for people.
Okay.
They are looking for people who either, skip bail or stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay? Now
So
hold on.
what?
I'm not done with you.
I'm
Okay?
not done with you.
I'm not done with you.
Okay.
So that plate could belong to the person who ducked court.
Mm-hmm.
So they see that hit pop up on their scanny thing, and
Mm-hmm.
they can then pull over that vehicle. Same goes for speeding violations on cameras that monitor the highways for the troopers and ticket you at your address. That is linked to the plate.
Okay. That makes more sense now.
Okay, and say your
Because
car is
for
stolen and it's caught on a traffic camera and that speeding ticket gets sent to your house, that information could be used to be submitted to the police that your vehicle was stolen and an idea of where it's going.
mm, okay, so it's more for in the sense of I, in my opinion, it makes more sense for finding a car for the police to find a car or just to find a car in general
Or find a
rather
person.
than yeah, rather than the person. Okay, that makes more sense now. All right.
Yeah.
So there is use for license plate because
Unlike your last name, there's merit to this, my guy.
you're gonna dox me like that. All right, Ridge.
It's fun.
No, no. But for real, though, I legit was thinking, I'm like, is there really a point to this license plate? Because like, if they pull me over and they already have all my information from my license plate, the fuck do they need my license for? Like, what do you need my registration for if you already have all the information on the plate? Like, to me, it's redundant.
I
It's like,
mean, that's
is there a
that's
point to
that's
having the license plate, or is there a point to
yes.
having a driver's
There's a
license?
plate. There's a reason
I
to the
actually know
plate.
that.
Also, this wasn't even your original point. Your
I'm sorry.
original point was personal information and why people block their license plates and their freaking photos on Facebook and stuff. That part does not matter. I don't know why people do that because that does not matter. There's literally almost zero information that people can get that they already can't get from looking up your damn name. Okay, yeah, cool. You can see that this is the car that the plate is attached to. You already see that in the photo, but you can see it now on official records. Congratulations.
You can
Congratulations.
you can now, like, instead of looking at a very pretty picture, you can read it in black and white unless you want to be super fucking boring. You know, like I'm actually I'm not used to all this color on on the screen. I'm more into like just letters. Give me letters. Oh shit. But yeah, that was like my first like topic that I was like super fucking confused about. I'm like, fuck, like why? Why? What does that matter?
Okay, so but basically all I'm saying is the license plates matter. The people blocking the plates don't matter. Well,
Yeah,
the
because
the
like
people matter. The blocking of the
people
plates.
blocking the plates don't. Yeah, so all you fuckers who do that, you don't matter. Okay. So says Brian. You don't
Oh,
fucking matter.
you don't fucking matter.
No,
No
y'all
one
matter. Y'all
likes you.
homies matter. Oh
uh,
man. All
but
right, so
no.
that was my first topic.
Uh,
You heard another one? You heard another one that's really stupid?
oh no. There's more?
Oh, there's more. Oh,
Uh,
there's so much fucking more.
all right.
Um,
We'll do one more.
so here's one that's gonna probably end real quickly. Why is that every odd number has an E in it?
What?
Why does every odd number have an E in it?
Hold up. Nah, we're doing this.
You don't want to take my word for it?
Nah, I got my notepad for a reason.
All right, go for it.
All
Yeah,
right, so
every
let's
odd number
see.
has an E in it.
There's one. Yep, that has an
Brian,
E in
the
it.
fact that you're
That
actually,
has three. Yep, that has an E in it. There's
Brian,
five. Yep, that definitely
easy.
has an E in it. That then there's seven. Yeah, that has two E's in it. Then there's nine. Um, yeah, that has an E in it, and then yeah, no, that basically covers it because everything else has teen in it in the teens, and then you just have the stupid number of 20s. Okay, 20 has an E in it by itself.
And
30 doesn't, but 31. Oh, look at that. One is back. One has an E in it. Oh, 33. Oh, yeah, that has an E in it because we've already established 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 all have
I,
fucking E's in them. No
I think
shit. Who came
I,
up with this?
I think I was more sad that I actually spent a lot of time doing exactly what you did, writing out all the numbers. I'm like, there's no fucking
No,
way.
I only
There's
needed
no
to
way.
write down what the numbers from 1 through 10, Jared, because those show me the odd numbers, right? And then that's the last digit, 39. Okay, wow, 9. Cool. Fucking next, I guess. There's
Yep.
no reason to go down the list that far. How far did you go?
So
How
I
far
looked
did
up,
you go?
I looked at 50.
Oh
I looked at 50 because I'm like, I saw it. I'm like, I think I was talking to either a friend or I saw it on fucking Reddit or some shit where it's like, wait, what? No way. No fucking way. And I go look at it, I'm like, why does this now change my perspective of these numbers now, knowing that they're all gonna have E's?
Where is the
Me knowing
useful
that shit.
Where's the usefulness in this information? That's what
That's
I'm
the
looking
thing.
for.
It's so useless, but it changes everything.
It changes nothing.
I can't unlearn this information, Brian. I'm stuck.
Changes
Every time I think of
nothing.
an odd number, every time I think of an odd number, I'm just gonna remember all of them in it. Like all of them too.
It literally changes nothing.
It changes everything, Brian. You're gonna remember this. Every time you think of an odd number, somewhere in your brain, you're gonna remember this. All of these odd numbers have E's in them. All of them.
But
Every single one
why?
of them.
Why do I need to remember that?
You're not. You don't need to. It's the fact you're going to. That's the thing. You're. It's gonna be that. That information is gonna stay with you. And it's gonna eat its you.
You went to 50.
I went to 50.
You went to 50 before realizing how dumb that was.
It's like, why does this matter? But it does, but it doesn't. You know, like
You invested so much time writing shit.
I am never getting those 10 minutes back
10 minutes.
because it was more of me laughing and then like talking to some coworkers about it of like why does this matter and then my coworker decided what was it because he makes a joke that I'm fired all the time. And he's like, these are one of the few times where actually I was debating a firing.
You know, you know what also has an E in it? Fired. That is you.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh God. So if your name has an E in it, you have one thing in common with odd numbers. Just remember that.
Yes, you do.
Not you,
Yes,
Brian.
no,
Fuck you.
you do.
Actually, your last name does, and I think your middle name also does.
It may.
But I was gonna say E is a vowel though, and there's only like what 5 of them. Wait, 4. I was gonna say 5. 'Cause I was
Did
thinking
you
of
just say
Y.
4 of them?
Wait. Oh
A
shit.
E
I
I
can't
O
count.
U and
I
sometimes
counted too fast.
Y.
I counted too fast. I counted too fast in my head. Shit.
Holy shit! Did you
I
not watch
counted.
Wheel of Fortune?
No. Why would I watch
That
that?
show's racist, by the way.
How's that? Wait, it's racist. How's it racist?
Okay, no. So this is a trend on TikTok right now. I I spend way too much time on TikTok to develop
Yeah, you do.
sometimes it's hours and it's shameful. But this is how much time I spend on TikTok. I surfed to a whole new world on TikTok that Wheel of Fortune is racist. And here's why. Because on 2 different times of me seeing a Wheel of Fortune video come up on my feed, yes, I scrolled that much that it happened twice. One guy was watching, and a guy on the show, first letter he said was N. Okay. And yes, there was an N up there. Bought a vowel. It was an I. It was up there. Second spin. You see where I'm going?
You're joking.
No,
so
I'm
good.
not. I shared the video with you.
Oh shit! I don't go on TikTok anymore. I need. But wait, did he buy an
No,
R?
hold on. I'm not done.
Did he get a?
Hey, I'm not done. He then did a G. The G was up there as well. Bought a vowel. He bought an E.
Oh.
So you know he was going for the hard R next.
Oh no.
The first he went for the R, and then the video ended when the black guy was watching, because he was the one screen capping his face over the video. Was like, hey yo, what the And so, and the second one, he got to the R part, but he hit lose a turn. And the guy was like, you all know what he was going for next. You all know.
Mm-hmm.
I was so done because it got that far because those letters were up there. I could not believe that. It happened twice.
That reminds me of
These were
episode?
hold on, these were 2 different instances. And they were both white men.
Dude, you remember that what you call it, the South Park episode with Randy actually full on saying it on the episode, and it was supposed to be naggers. You remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh my god, there was a whole episode of that shit. It was so funny, and he was like ostracized and exiled or whatever, and then he just like found comfort in like the fucking racism of the South, I guess. And oh my god, it was so stupid. Like everyone was stunned. He just like full on said it. I'm like, there's like you could have just like played it safe and tried to maybe see if it was like another vowel.
Noggers.
Like, why would you think that's there? Like, good times. But you gotta love, you gotta love it. All right, so you ready for the other bullshit?
You know,
that
I
I've
like.
been talking about?
Hold on. I will say I hate eggnog, but now I want a reason to say eggnoggers.
The more you say noggers, the more I keep hearing poggers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, bro, this sounds like poggers and nodders at the same time, so it's noggers.
Why do I know you? Why do I know? We don't combine these things. Okay, we don't do that to words.
I'm vibing over here. I'm noggers.
Oh my god.
It's a thing now. I'm gonna come into your
No,
Twitch
dude.
chat and just do this from now on.
I will time you out for 40 seconds every time. I will time you out for 40 fucking seconds every time. And it will increase per offense. It said noggers. Okay. All right. So you're ready for me to break your whole world?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are. You ready for this? How would you feel if I started calling peanut butter peanut bean dip? You, you know peanut
What?
isn't a nut, right?
I what?
Peanut isn't a nut.
What do you
It's
mean
not
it's
a.
not a nut?
It's a legume because of the way it's grown. You pull it up from the ground the same way you do with like lentils
Did
and
you just
shit.
say it's a
So
lagoon?
a legume. Leg. I think it's Legume is how you pronounce it, but it's a legume. It's essentially a bean rather than a nut because the way it's grown. And so technically, peanut butter is peanut bean dip.
So that
Just saying.
hold on. So that brittle casing on the outside, that's not a
Yeah,
shell.
it is a shell. It is a shell, 100%.
Okay, and then there's sustenance within the shell.
Yep.
It's a
Hmm.
fucking nut.
You
It's
can
a
look it up if you
fucking
want to.
it's a fucking nut. It's
It's a
pea
bean.
nut. Also, I
It's a.
just realized my fucking video just completely I am on a weird ass.
You're fake. Dude, I really need you to keep that. I need you to keep that.
It's
I
already in
need
the video.
I
It's
need you to
already
edit
in
that in.
the
Just put like the AOL dial-up noise on.
No.
Oh my
No, you
god! And like
just know though that
just
it's a
put
nut.
it is it's a bean. It's a bean. I'm not trolling you. It's a bean. You can look it up right now. You want to bet subs? You want to bet subs?
No, because you've already done the research.
This is look it up. Is peanut a nut? Just go
I'm
for it.
looking it up right now. And I will put it on screen.
Oh, look at that! It's a trending Google search.
No.
Look at that.
No.
Wait, hold on. It's a what?
Oh no.
Wait, it's a legume like soybeans and lentils?
Why
Huh.
is this a thing?
So
I
you mean to
hate.
tell me this entire time we call it peanut butter, even though technically it's more of a peanut. It's a more of
Why
a
is it called
bean
a
dip.
peanut? Why is it called a peanut?
I don't know. Maybe it was like I guess it looks like a pea. Like if you actually like grow peas or whatever, it kind of has that similar shape. But the fact that it has like a shell, we kind of call it like because nuts have shells, so we just call it a peanut. But the fact that the way it's grown, because you grow it in the ground and you pick it up like beans, yeah. So technically, it's peanut bean dip
Why
or pea
is
bean.
it? There's no way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, bean dip, bro. It's not butter, it's bean dip. I
Okay,
mean, it's
yeah,
butter because we.
it's there. Look, guys, it's legit here. This is the
So
evidence.
now here's my question though, right? Here's
I
my question.
I'm no. I still need to see this. Why?
Look, love
It's okay. I've had enough of this.
So now hear me out though. How much
No,
does this change actually? Because when you think about it, right? Even though
I
it is a
don't want to
bean
think
dip,
about it.
even though it's a bean dip, does this change how you'd want to approach it? Because think about it, like it's used in a lot of both sweet and savory things, like Thai peanut sauce. That's more of savory on the sweet, in my opinion.
I've never had that in a day in
You've
my
never had
life.
Thai peanut sauce?
No,
You are
never.
missing out, bro. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. Thai peanut sauce is one of the best things ever. Like
Really?
I can make it like right now. It's really easy to make it. Like it's
Okay, hold
simple
on.
ingredients.
Pause. I hear you cooking, right? And I get
That's not
scared.
cooking.
No,
That
hold
is
on.
not cooking.
I hear you cooking. You said you can make it, right? I hear you in the words "I can make it," and I get scared. Every time, every
Okay.
time. Hold on.
When
No, no,
there's
no, no, no. I have a story. This man, this man right here, was
Hello.
talking to me, right? He was talking to me and was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "What?" I burnt tater tots. How the hell do you burn tater tots with instructions?
Okay. First, I don't read them. Second,
Okay.
second,
Uh
I
huh.
don't have an oven, right? And
Okay.
third, I have ADHD, so I get hella fucking distracted.
How, what
And plus
draws
this,
you away from cooking food? Didn't you burn pancakes too the other night? This was back
well,
to back offenses.
to be fair, the pancakes was the exact same problem. But anyway,
What were
but
you doing? No, I want to know what were you doing
so
that was
to
more
be
important than
fair,
food?
uh, what if I told you that my kitchen is technically right there, like
Yes, no, I know
2 feet
that.
away from me?
What were you doing in that little ass space that was more important than food at that time?
So if I turn literally this way, my
Yes.
kitchen is right there,
Yes.
like my induction stove or whatever. And then
That's
if I turn this way, I'm in front of my computer.
uh-huh. And you weren't gaming though. You were not gaming well, at least with me because you said I had to wait until you were done cooking and you fucked
So
it up.
so
What were
I'll
you
say it again.
doing?
If I turn here, I'm
Uh-huh.
at my computer.
Uh-huh.
There's hundreds of things I could have been doing. One of them definitely maybe not, watching videos and whatnot of
Uh-huh.
games. Uh,
Mhm.
Also, I will say, I've never used an induction like stovetop before, so it's
Okay.
like I don't know how exactly it works because it doesn't use like it doesn't. I don't believe it heats up the like pan. It uses like some magnetic shit or whatever. I don't fucking know. But like my pan and like my pots vibrate when I'm using this shit. It's vibrating. It's weird. Um, yeah, the shit heats up super fucking quick, dude.
Okay.
Like I can burn shit on like the setting of 2 and it goes up to 8. So I was like, okay, I'll put it up to like, 4, 5. Like a minute later, I'm like, huh. Well, now they're black, so I guess I just scrape that shit off and keep it moving.
Oh.
But yeah, like induction stoves are no fucking joke. Them shits heat up quick, dude.
So
Also,
this is a learning process.
this is definitely a learning process, but also do keep in mind though, never underestimate someone who's distracted.
God, how long were they there before you realized?
Like 8 minutes. Like I'm telling you, dude, it's fast. It heats, dude. I can boil like a pot like 3/4 of the way full of water in like a minute, like a minute and a half. It's that powerful.
I
Like
believe you. I mean, I
it's
just
really strong. I was not ready for because mind you, I when I lived in my old place, I had like these like fucking those pop plates that you can just get on Amazon for 20 bucks. Those things are shit. Like they're not that good. But then when you actually go to something that's gonna like actually damn near use nuclear fission and heat that shit up in like a minute, I'm like, whoa, hold up, what? Like I think I burned like I think it was like I what did I put on the fucking I don't know if it was like some beans or like rice that I put on like my pan to like try to fry it or some shit. Yeah, that motherfucker was cooking. Holy shit. Um
so
but no,
what
yeah.
else have you burned? What else have you destroyed?
S Okay, so if I were to go through, recall the history of everything that I've like either destroyed or made inedible in terms of cooking,
Yeah.
the first thing I did was I nuked some chicken nuggies in the microwave, and then I accidentally, instead of hitting 2 minutes, I hit 20 minutes. And then when I went to go play on my PlayStation back at my house in like Maryland, I came to the realization that it smelled funny in the living room because that's where my game was at the time. And then I go in the microwave and open up like this thing having a hole in it. I don't remember this bowl. It was a plastic bowl. I'm like, I do not remember having a hole in this bowl. So I explained to my dad. I'm like, so we're down a bowl. He's like, why? It's like I may have burnt chicken nuggets. It's like, how did you? How you put it in for 2.5 minutes? How did you do that? It's like so. I thought I hit 2 minutes, but ended up I hit it 20 minutes. And it's like, and you didn't think that it was a little bit longer cooking at the time. It's like, well, I was kind of playing Crash Bandicoot on the fucking PlayStation at the time. It's like, so wait, you can never cook while playing a game ever again. Like he
Wait,
told me, he's like, if you're ever
and
making
here you
food
are
in the
still
kitchen,
doing it.
I mean, I'm not. Do you see him around?
Okay.
He's like,
You haven't learned. And this, you're saying you play Crash Bandicoot? Do you
so
realize
like,
how many years ago that was?
he was not I mean, it was like a
Oh,
cheap fucking bowl or
you've.
whatever, but he
I'm
was
just.
more mad that I could have burnt the fucking house down
I'm more.
essentially.
I'm more mad at two things in this
So
conversation. One, you haven't learned your fucking lesson
what
after.
lesson? The house is still alive. Like the
After
house didn't
like
burn
over
down.
20 probably years, you have not
Uh,
learned a damn thing about cooking in terms of not taking your eye off your food. And two, you cooked chicken nuggets in a bowl?
what?
You
It's in the
nuked them
microwave.
in a bowl?
You put them in a fucking
What
microwave.
kind of heathen shit is that? You get a
I
paper
was like,
plate or a
dude,
freaking glass
I was
plate.
like, if it was a paper plate, the shit would have caught on fire. So that would have been worse.
Okay, but I'm saying you just take a plate and you
Hmm.
put the nuggies on, spread out so the heat distributes evenly and it cooks properly. You
You
put that shit in a bowl and said, let God handle it. What
see,
kind of
here's the thing.
heathenistic shit
You,
is that?
you say this to someone who's like, I think I'm 28. Yeah, I'm 28. Yeah. You say to someone who's 28, and like you have to remember I was like fucking 12 or 13 at the time, and all that mattered was me
Wait, so
coming
you
home
are
and
actually competent at this age. What the hell?
I don't think you understand how powerful someone who is distracted is in terms of possibly burning a house.
God. You
Like I swear to you, I thought I hit 200, but I ended up doing 2000. That was all that was. That's all it was. I was like 200. Like I literally did like this. And then there you go. Yeah, it was fine. Um, yeah, 20 minutes later, I go to check. And the thing was, I'm like, oh, I thought I heard the beep or whatever, but that was probably the game that I was playing. And then I was like, okay, I'll go check on it later. You know, I'm not like, I'll just beat this level or some shit. I go
Oh,
back, I'm
so it
like,
had
where's the
time to
hole in?
cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. When really it was just fucking fusing into the bowl and burning it, just carbonizing all the atoms and shit. Oh, it was great. It was beautiful. My fucking
Oh.
the microwave smelled like burnt nuggies for like a week. It was great. It was fucking great, dude.
Dude, I gotta know, like, there's gotta be a smell. Someone's gotta make a candle, right? And find the smell of like burnt microwave food, like as a joke candle. Someone had to have reinvented that smell by now because burnt popcorn smell does not go the fuck away.
No.
That shit lasts forever. And
I will say though,
I can't imagine burnt nugget smell.
I take a bit of pride though in this that I'm actually probably one of the reasons why they add shit like this on the instructions. I'm like, do not do this. I'm like, wow, I'm famous. It's like I'm actually gonna be remembered for something. Hell yeah.
So,
Take that.
I mean, what? Okay, so that's the first thing like you nuked for yourself. What's the first thing you ever actually cooked for yourself?
Oh
Like
fuck, dude.
cooked, like prepared, done work for,
Um,
not stuck in a
do you
microwave and forgot.
do you the first thing I prepared probably mm, for
Mm.
myself, like as like an adult, or like
Just
I
like
just was cooking
first
essentially.
first thing you ever remember like cooked by yourself in a kitchen, like just you working on this by yourself and you did it.
Okay. All right,
Cuz
buckle up,
I got mine.
buckle up, buckle up.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
I'm not ready, but I'm
so
ready.
all right,
Oh,
so
hold on, hold on.
hear me out, boy. This is I thought this was PG. Hold
All
on,
right. I had to pull my
so
pants
dark.
up even higher so I could
All
hear you
right.
better.
All right, hear me out. All
Yeah.
right, so technically, the first thing I cooked was a
Mm.
PB and J.
What?
Technically, heck,
What?
now hear
Hold
me
on.
out.
Hold up.
Hear
What?
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
So, what I did, you know how you make grilled cheeses, right? Like you fucking butter up the bread or whatever, and then you slime it down on the pan, and then add the cheese and slime it down. So I did that, but with a PB and J, without the cheese. So
Wait.
I buttered the bread, right?
Okay.
And then I put it on a pan,
Uh
and then I kind of
huh.
like added like some cinnamon to it and shit. So I had like a buttery, like kind of cinnamon-y
So
like
you were
bread.
trying to go for like a French toast without the egg.
Essentially, I was going for like a French toast without the egg because like I don't know what came over me to fucking try this, but I don't I swear to God, like I think my parents were like my mom was like high as fuck when she had me because sometimes I think of the stupidest shit to make to eat. Like, good
You
lord,
sound like a guy with the munchies right now.
bro, and I was like fucking, I think I was like 16 when I did this, and I've only had like weed or whatever with edibles when it was legal. Like I've never had weed illegally, like ever. I didn't
Wow.
have weed at school. I got contact highs or whatever, but like literally, I swear I'm thinking to myself like, was my mom like just fucking baked out of her mind when she had me? Because I be doing some stoner shit. Like, people ask me all the time, it's like, yo, how much weed do you smoke? I'm like, honestly, I really don't smoke weed. I'm just weird as fuck. But no, like I shit you not, it was I had bread, I buttered it up, and then I fucking put it on a pan, added some cinnamon or whatever, added like a little bit of brown sugar, and then just put peanut butter and jelly on that shit. And it was I called it like a gourmet PB&J. It didn't taste that great, but it was technically the first thing I ever cooked for
Wait,
myself.
wait. So, did you put the PB&J on the slices while it was toasting?
No, I took it off the fucking pan and then put the PB&J together.
Okay, so you toasted the bread
I basically
and then
toasted the bread.
took it off and then put the PB&J on and made the sandwich.
Technically, yeah.
Okay, and you thought cinnamon, brown sugar, peanut butter, and jelly, or peanut butter dip, whatever it is,
Peanut bean dip,
peanut bean dip.
or
What?
technically it's just pea bean dip or pea beans. I don't know. That sounds so bad. Never
So,
again.
so you made a peen bean dip, peen.
Don't you love it? You're never gonna forget this, and I love it. I
All
love
right,
every
you
bit
you
of it.
put peanut bean dip jelly on a sandwich
I love how
with
you shook your head with that, like adding sass.
you put
Fuck out of here.
peanut bean dip jelly on a piece of bread that you toasted with just butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon, and thought, yeah, this is gonna taste freaking amazing.
I didn't think it was gonna taste amazing. I just wanted to do it. Like it was all right. I probably would do it again, but with, like some different like if anything, if I were to change it and try to recreate that, I would not add the butter. I would essentially I've actually done this before too, where I've done peanut butter and jelly pancakes instead. I've like made PB&J with pancakes.
What?
Yeah, bro. She was god tier.
Really? So
Yeah.
it's like
Well,
pancakes with some peanut butter and jelly within the confines of the
no,
pancake.
like the pancakes are the bread, you idiot. What the fuck?
Oh, like
Yeah,
oh.
like a
Well,
sandwich. What the
no,
fuck you
what I'm saying,
you what?
I thought you injected the pancake with it so it was in the inside like jelly
You
filled.
make this sound like some complicated surgery, you
I,
fucking idiot.
what do
No,
you
just make pancakes and you add peanut butter and jelly. This is not that be complicated.
look,
Yeah, I
look,
injected the
hold
peanut
on,
butter and
no,
jelly
hold
in the
on.
fucking
It's
recipe
not.
of the batter.
Hold on, it's not as crazy as it sounds. I mean, you remember those like
I,
sandwiches that were in the freezer? Those the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What were they
you talking
called?
about Smuckers?
Yeah,
The
Smuckers is
Smuckers Uncrustables.
the Uncrustables. That's it.
Are
Think
you
about. Hold on.
high?
No, think. Think about it.
Motherfucker, they literally just take two pieces of bread, add in a fucking cookie cutter, freeze the damn thing, and you're saying it's injected? What the
No,
fuck?
so hold on. I thought that's what you were doing. Like you were taking two pancakes, putting the jelly in between them, like a sandwich, right? And then just like making it like, I, you know,
You are high.
I'm
You you
not.
you are high. Dog, if you take two pieces of white bread and you just like slam it together for a peanut butter and jelly, and then you just take a cookie cutter, slam that shit down, and then freeze it, you literally have an Uncrustable
to,
right now.
to
Like,
be fair, people who don't like crust though, that shit is a life hack.
to be fair, people who don't like crust and call them Uncrustables, you do know that shit technically still has a fucking crust on the edge of it, right?
Yeah, yeah, but we
So
don't
how the
tell that to
fuck
those
is it?
people.
Yeah, because apparently this is fine. Let's just call this an Uncrustables, but clearly has a fucking crust. I don't know if it's technically called a crust, but it has a very thick out layer that I don't like. Whatever.
Hey,
I guess
Jared,
it's to seal it up or whatever. What's up?
we sidetracked again.
Oh fuck. Weren't we talking about like
We were talking
peanut
about
bean
our
dip?
first dish. No, we were talking. That was so
What the,
many conversations ago. We
the fuck were we
switched up.
talking after this?
We were supposed to talk about what our first thing we cooked is, and you said technically the peanut butter jelly. I'm not counting that. I want a full meal, bro.
Oh me, you mean to tell me if you fucking disrespect me? You watch your mouth. Don't you ever say that again. Peanut butter jelly is godsend, bro. I literally just had two like a couple
You
hours ago.
toasted bread. That's not cooking dinner. That's not cooking dinner at all. That's not.
It was the first dinner I cooked. What the fuck? I mean, after that it was just pasta. Like my dad taught me how to make pasta and shit. That was like the first thing I like made essentially. I
So
mean, do you count just cooking pasta?
yeah, that's
Like,
fine. That's fine. Cooking pasta
all right,
is fine.
I cooked pasta. So here's what's even funnier.
Because
So I
you can
burnt that
fuck up
too.
pasta too. Wait, you.
I burnt that too. I burnt that too. So I didn't know that you're actually supposed to like when I first started making the shit. I didn't know you're actually supposed to like stir it so that way the pasta doesn't just like burn to the fucking bottom. And I've been doing it wrong for a long ass time. So you know how you're supposed to like boil water then add the pasta?
Yes. I thought that was common sense. It says it on the box.
No, I would just put the water in, put the pasta in, sit that shit up.
Oh my god.
I don't cook
Do
right.
you? Oh, okay. At least tell me this. Do you add salt to your water?
The fuck? Why would I do that?
You
Why would
don't
I do that?
salt the pasta water?
Why the fuck would I do that? What does that do?
It adds flavor, you insignificant man.
I mean, I
You
thought that was
never
what
salted
sauce
your.
is for.
You
I've
never.
never salted pasta
You've
before
never
ever.
salted your pasta water.
I'm sorry. Is this some cult?
This is heathenistic.
This is heated. I thought. Why the fuck? Okay, Brian.
How?
Brian. Brian. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
So you're telling me to salt the water for pasta is to add flavor and not the sauce?
It also adds a preservative to the pasta for safekeeping.
What the fuck? I'm gonna eat what I make. I
Okay,
don't
but
make
if
what.
you put it in the
I'm not.
fridge, if you put it in the
I'm
fridge,
not making 5 gallons of fucking pasta and shit.
okay.
I've literally able to make it to eat right now. Why the fuck would I want to put a preservative in this shit? What?
Also, other people use the pasta water for other things after it's done with the pasta.
Ew! Like what?
I don't know. I just know
All
people
that
do.
fucking starch? The fuck are you gonna
Look,
use that for?
I don't do it. I don't. I'm just saying
So what
people
does it
do.
matter if they're salted or not?
Yeah,
If you
it
don't
does.
even fucking do it.
I do it
Like,
all the time. I no. I put salt in the pasta water.
how much salt do you put in there?
Just a couple sprinkles.
A cup, and you think that's gonna make a
Like,
fucking difference?
like I just go like, "Dit-dit-dit-dit-dit," and then it's done. That's a good amount of salt.
That's a measurement for you?
Yeah.
You talking about from like that Morton fucking like blue can shit?
No. From a salt shaker. No,
I was
not
about to
not
say,
straight out
like,
the can.
dog, you're
If
about
I'm
to
dumping
fucking get
that
a
much,
heart attack. That's what I'm thinking of. Like,
no, God, no. Could you imagine someone actually
I
thinking
don't
that?
want to imagine.
No, like
bro,
imagine you had to instruct someone to cook audio only and no visual presentation is required. You tell them to grab the salt shaker, they grab one of those fucking things, and they just go, okay. Oh, you just killed that man. Oh, you just killed
I
that
can
man.
imagine. I can imagine it now. They go to the fucking hospital and you gotta explain what happens. Like, yo, I was just following instructions on how to cook pasta, and now I can't breathe. It's like, so you mean to tell me you did this by making pasta? Yes. What'd you do? I added salt.
Hold on.
Like, what the fuck?
Now I gotta look up something.
The fuck you gonna look up? Like, I shit you not. I don't know if this is like a culture thing or whatever, but I've never been told to put salt
Oh,
in my
look, it's a
fucking
trending topic.
put salt water on your fuck. Oh
You
my
should.
God.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put this up. I am going to put this up.
I don't understand why it's like mandatory to put salt on a food. I'm just saying, but okay. So
There we go. Right here. Perfect. I gotta minimize this a little bit.
I can't even like read that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it, but it's gonna be on the screen for the viewers. So, you should always salt your pasta water. Here's why. Similar principle applies to preparing pasta. When seasoning the water with salt is like setting the groundwork for a delicious feast to come. Examine the water. When the salt is completely disintegrated, it should be briny, not overpoweringly salinity laden. In reality, it is believed that a pound of pasta will absorb only around a fourth that amount. So, You're
I
salting your
didn't hear
pasta for
any.
flavor.
So, see, okay, so here's my problem with the wording. It's saying here's why you should.
No, it said
I'm
you should always salt your pasta water. Here's why.
I've literally gotten away with never salting pasta, and
And you probably have never had the best pasta in your life.
I'm sorry if like a few sprinkles of salt is gonna fucking matter when I'm drenching that shit in sauce.
It.
Like
I'm
I shit
telling
you,
you. I'm telling you.
I
Next
would be
time you cook
I
pasta.
would be
Next time you
offended.
cook pasta, do it. Just do
I
it.
don't even own salt. I don't buy any. I don't ever need to buy salt for the fuck. The fuck? I'm
You
sorry.
don't
I
salt
wanna.
anything?
No, I.
Do you not like? What do you cook?
I like actually not paying the fire department to like show up at my fucking door. Okay, if it doesn't go in a microwave, then it's not in my food. Nah, for real. No. I cook a lot of pastas. I have like a rice cooker.
Oh,
I make like a lot of sandwiches, some salads and shit. I do like smoothies like with fruits. But yeah, like when it
okay.
comes to
Well,
like
then,
intricate
if
cooking,
that's your actual like diet shit, that's fine. What do you put on your rice dishes? What do you put like? Oh wait, you're vegan.
uh,
You don't
under
have any meat.
butter.
You don't have any meat to season.
It's like I don't fucking need salt for damn near anything, honestly.
Okay,
Like
but
there's
you
very
do
few
for your
reasons why I need
pasta
salt.
water. I promise you.
Okay, so hear me out, man. I'm actually gonna make pasta after this. Well
Okay.
actually I don't have salt, so I have to
Yeah.
go fucking buy salt. Like
Yes.
I've literally lived like 5 years just not buying salt. It's just never
That's
really come out to where I'm gonna
crazy to me.
fucking
I
need it.
mean, kudos to you. That's probably healthy as hell. But salt your damn pasta water.
Okay, so I think we're about to start a civil war right now because I shit you not. I don't know if this is like I've even like people I've met and like I've watched them cook fucking food. They don't salt their pasta. Like I
What?
remember going to my friend Annabelle's house and she made like some food or whatever. She didn't salt it.
What?
She seasoned the water while she was like cooking the pasta, but she didn't salt it.
Okay.
She's like rosemary, garlic, like she pre-seasoned the water, but she didn't salt it.
I've never heard of that. I'm not saying it's not a thing. I've never heard of that, but I usually put on like parsley and uh, I'll usually use parsley flakes on my
Hmm.
pasta afterwards because I love parsley. But like some people use basil, some people use different other spices. But like salt your water, okay?
Okay, so hear me out.
Salt your pasta water.
Actually, no. Here's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm gonna get a blank white T-shirt and spray paint on it saying I don't salt my pasta water. Fight me, like actually fight me. If I'm ever in a pissed off mood, I'm just gonna start telling people I don't salt my pasta water. Fight me, bitch. Like actually do something about it. It's like one of the. It's like the what was it? The change my mind dude or whatever at the the stand the meme where it's like, oh yeah, there's only like blah blah blah. Change my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna do that shit. It's like I don't salt my pasta water. Change my mind. I think actually someone would come up just like actually buy me salt and whatever. Say you're gonna do this. I'm like I'm scared. Why are you just buying me salt? Like this is your answer to this? Like just to buy me salt and tell me to do it? That's how you're gonna
Hey
change my
Jared,
mind?
would you consider that an assault?
You did that. You fucking did that. Like it's not actually more the fact that you did it. It's more that it was fucking funny. The fact that it was funny is what hurts me more. Because I'm not. I hate puns, but when they're actually good and tasteful, it hurts more.
Oh,
Are you proud of yourself? Like,
extremely.
are you gonna sleep better at night?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'm glad because it's gonna be the last time you sleep. Oh my god, this mother! I know where you sleep, but you don't know where I sleep. So don't remember that. Oh god.
Speaking of cults, by the way, of the cult of the pasta water, I know I've sidetracked so many times from me telling you my first
I
cooking
think
story.
that's the
We'll get there.
point.
Dude, I haven't forgotten. It's still in my head that I need to tell that part. But speaking of cults, you started a cult against me. You started this.
I started a cult against you
Yes. You
with one
speak.
follower.
No.
Only one follower
all
is
it takes
doing
is
it.
one. All it takes is one. You said one night at a game night, you had everybody who doesn't even know me at that game night saying, "God damn it, Brian." And none of
Okay,
those fuckers know who
it,
Brian is
it is
because
it
you
is
just
what
randomly said it at one point. And they're
God
like, who
fucking
the
damn
heck is
it.
him?
He's
And
like, oh,
they
he's just a friend of mine, and then they just started doing it.
and so
Yep.
for the whole night, you told me the whole night they were just that was the running meme. I'm like, you started a cult of hate against me, and I don't even know these fucking people.
It's beautiful.
And
It's so
one
beautiful.
still does it to this day.
Yep. She says, God damn it, Brian. And I'm just like, tear to my eye every time.
Holy shit.
Hey, if anything, you're remembered and you're talked about. It may not be in the best of light, but you're talked about, you
Look,
know?
famous is one thing. Infamy, that's, one day someone's going to come up to me and say, God damn it, Brian, and then I'm just going to not know what to do with myself.
I mean, at that point, you just wonder, it's like, what did I do? And to that, you remember that I keep telling you it's your fucking fault. So now you're gonna listen to me, right? That's how that works, right?
Anyway, so back to my for those of you listening, he just gave me a little nice little heart. Uh, anyway, so back to my first dish I ever cooked, and
Shit,
this
that's what we were talking about that.
I was a little ambitious with mine.
A little. Oh, I like where this is going. Tell me
So
how you almost
so
committed arson.
no, I did not almost burn stuff. In fact, I burned nothing.
Show
However,
off.
no. However, I had no seasoning because I'm white and don't know what
Oh,
that is.
oh
Apparently, well, I
God.
didn't. I didn't know what that was. So,
Oh my
hear me
God.
out. I had never cooked a day in my life. I had never learned anything about cooking a day in my life. I knew how
This
to
is worse
read.
than burning shit, honestly. I'd rather eat burnt food than unseasoned shit. I would much rather.
I think so too, actually, because at least burnt food has seasoning on it. You can season shit. You can't eat just plain as beef. It's terrible. Anyway, so what I
Oh,
did.
it was be.
Well, no, it was
Oh.
pork. That's even worse.
Oh, you were. God, who
Because
fucking hurt you?
I know you've been vegan for how long?
Fuck, like
It's been a
four
while
years,
now.
5 years? It's been a while.
4 or 5 years now. So you
Yeah.
remember the taste of this stuff,
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah,
I remember everything very
yeah.
vividly.
So it's just like so I made pork chops, right? But
Hmm.
I also made shrimp.
You didn't season.
No, hold on. Hold on. The shrimp is a different story. The pork, I had seasoning on it. It fell off because I didn't like do the step properly. So all the
Right.
seasoning melted off of it while it was in the oven.
Oh
And so
fuck.
it was just more of a plain pork chop at that
Good
point.
job. Yep. Chewing just
Um
straight leather. That's what you're
it
doing. Just
just
chewing straight
it
leather.
was it was cooked properly.
It was cut.
It was cooked so we didn't die, but
Yeah.
it tasted very bland. There was no saving that. So
It's just
then
like dunked it in ketchup or something.
however, I did have a home run with the shrimp. The shrimp was fine by itself, but the butter mixture that I made with it, because I followed step by step ingredients and this stuff was very easy to do, because I
Right.
just steamed the shrimp. That was it. And we
Yeah.
just peeled the shrimp while we were sitting down. And we dipped
Hmm.
it in this butter sauce mixture that I made. And that was a home run.
Oh,
And
that was the good shit.
Victoria and I just sat there eating shrimp and looking at the pork chop like, oh no,
This is not happening.
the shrimp's good, but not
I
that.
would have just I would have just whipped out some like barbecue
But
sauce and
like,
fucking ketchup.
here's the thing: who does two proteins in a dish? No one. There was no sides to that. There were no
You mean to tell
sides.
me?
I
You
just
mean to
made
tell me
pork chops and shrimp, and I had Texas toast bread, and I didn't even fucking make the bread in time.
not even like veggies or
No,
rice or
no,
potatoes?
no.
Nothing. Wow, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know if that's ambitious. That's more just dumb.
I
Like
was, I had
I'm over here
never
thinking.
cooked.
I'm over here thinking you're like trying to replicate like a Gordon Ramsay type of dish where you actually have
No,
like a fucking full on like entree with some sides and shit, like sauces, desserts. Like I'm thinking like you're doing like a whole 3 course meal. This motherfucker says, "Oh
no.
yeah, I just didn't season pork chop."
I tried making pork chops and I made shrimp. I don't know what possessed me to say, yeah, pork chop and shrimp. That sounds like, pork
Also,
is a whole different animal in itself, but it's just like,
huh,
yeah, this is the route we went.
I see what you did there.
Why did I ever
I see what you did there.
but looking back at it now, like she saw that I tried and that was the thing. And
That's pity.
hey,
That's pity.
hey, the butter mixture was good for the shrimp, she said. So I
I
got
will
1 out of
say
2.
though, I will say so you tried to season it, but you just it
I,
went
it
off to the
so
bottom.
this it was like a parmesan crusted mixture that went on top of the pork chop and in the
Right.
oven. So that way it was all the seasoning was on top of it. I guess whatever I rubbed it in, like olive oil or something like that. I forgot what it was because this was so long ago. This was like years ago. I it just didn't hold. It didn't
Mm-mm.
stick. So and of course I was afraid of getting my hands dirty, like with hold on with like any mixes or sauces or anything because I was a bitch. So I didn't really get in there with my shit, so it just didn't stick well. So
You gotta get like in
oh,
there.
I gotta get in there and just put this in.
You gotta get
Well,
all
here
in the
you
guts.
see
You
now.
know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
now okay. Ugh.
Gave me a little shivers,
I
huh?
gotta
You know you're
recover.
dealing with shitless. You just do little pork chops, bro. The fuck? It's
Well,
just slabs.
so anyway, the pork chops failed. The shrimp was a success. She saw I tried, and we're married this
Wait,
to this
why
day.
are you telling me about this shit?
Cause I
How
didn't
recent?
tell. This was a long time ago. This is
Oh,
like when
sorry. I'm
around the 1 year mark maybe.
I'm thinking of a different time where you cooked and fucked it up. Cause it was another time you told me about you cooking something you like fucked it up, but it wasn't.
Oh, I know what it was. The 3 ingredient cookies.
Yeah, I'm still shocked. Okay,
Okay.
so okay,
So
now
I
hear me
have
out.
this
Hear me
actually
out.
on my list of things to read about today, and I was gonna
He-
bridge into this. So
yeah,
three
hear me out.
ingredients.
Hear me out. Do you think this is worse than me fucking up nuggies in the microwave?
I'll let the viewers decide, and they can let me know in comments or
But yeah,
messages,
go
whatever.
ahead and
Yeah.
explain again
So
how you fucked this one up.
speaking of, if you have any inquiries on anything, let me know down in the YouTube comments. This is going on YouTube. This is also going to be put out everywhere on Spotify and everything, put on social
Hey,
medias. So
world
anywhere you see
domination.
the social medias, Aimless Entertainment, it's going to be probably more than likely it's going to be on Facebook, and we'll probably start with that and Instagram for now, maybe go to Twitter. But with that place falling apart with Elon Musk's bullshit, probably not. It'll be on
It's gonna be
TikTok
like
too, so let me
it's
know
gonna be
in the
like
TikTok
4chan, where
messages.
it's like it exists, but no one else goes to it now because Reddit exists.
Yeah,
So I don't. I mean, from what I was told, like Tumblr is like gonna add nudity or some shit. I'm like, wow, people can just migrate back to
Tumblr's
Tumblr.
had nudity.
No, they took it away though. They took it
Oh,
away, and then apparently they put up a post saying like they're gonna bring it back. I'm like, oh fuck, are people just gonna migrate to Tumblr? This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be real funny. I can't wait to see what happens.
I'm never going to Tumblr again.
You
But
say that, but you say that, but then you went to TikTok, so shut the fuck up.
oh, I never left TikTok after I went in there, so it's
Yep,
fine. I
I told you about it. I said, welcome to hell. Welcome to hell.
yeah. So
But
anyway,
yeah, you said 3 ingredients. Yeah, yeah,
3 ingredient cookies. I messed up a 3 ingredient cookie. So here's what happened and how this happened. So I was listening to the TikTok of this, yes, because of course I found this recipe on TikTok.
it's on repeat.
I know. Hold on. I listened to it on TikTok on repeat in my ear while I was making it so I didn't have to hold up a recipe or anything. That was my first mistake. Second mistake is grabbing the wrong powder substance. You're supposed all you need is peanut butter, right? You need sugar.
Peanut bean dip.
Yes, you need peanut bean dip. You need peanut bean dip, you need sugar, and you need an egg.
hmm
That's all you need.
Mm-hmm. And how is
In
that
the
gonna keep
in the
hot and stuff?
video, he explicitly states, take everything you know about cookies and throw it out the damn window. All your milk, sugar, all your milk, flour. He kept saying flour in my ear. Milk, flour, all this, and throw it in the garbage. Because this only needs this, this, and this. My brain kept hearing flour and grabbed flour instead of sugar.
Oh God,
And so I
those are
did.
some interesting ass cookies, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I tried it. I was like, how did this guy enjoy this? And I'm looking inside it, and it's just so disgusting looking. I'm like, this is
You
not what it looked like on TikTok. And
how
so
did
I thought to myself while brooding in the chair, because I made this dessert. It takes 10 minutes to bake in the oven. I made this dessert after making a very nice dinner for my wife, and so I brought down the cookies. We took a bite at the same time. She spit it out.
understandable?
I swallowed it because my pride. Um,
Sorry, she spits it out. You swallow. That's love.
well, I made it. I hate you. Oh,
Continue. Continue. This is in PG, so I don't give a shit about that.
so I basically I was like, this is not right. Maybe I just didn't bite it right or something. I don't know. So I took another bite, swallowed it. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. So I pondered. I sat there and pondered. I rewatched the TikTok 3 more times, and I was like, wait a second. And I looked at the ingredients
So
still on the counter, and I was like, that's where I fucked up. I made it with
so
flour and not sugar.
I want to ask questions. I want to
Okay.
ask a series of questions.
Okay.
Do you know cookies to be sweet?
Yes.
So, at any point, did it cross your mind of when do I add the sugar?
No, hold on.
Like
No.
when do I do that?
No. No, no. Because the peanut butter itself has sugar. I'm sorry. Peanut bean dip in itself has sugar. So it's like
Okay.
maybe that's the part that made it sweet. That's why when I was baking it, it didn't cross my mind. Like this could already have maybe the sweetness factor to it. So I was just like, okay, because it didn't make sense to me either while I was adding flour instead of like sugar at first. But I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm already
You
in this.
you probably could have gotten away with it if you
If I
just
added
added
sugar,
sugar.
well,
That's
no,
what I'm
it
like.
because the amount of flour I added, no, I couldn't have gotten away with that.
I
There's
really
no.
wish I was there to like just flame the fuck out of you
Well,
for
here's the
that.
thing. I tried it again the very next day because
You
I was
tried it again.
no, I
You are
no, hold on.
brave.
No, I tried making the recipe again. This time put the flour so far out of the way that I wouldn't even able to think about it and moved the sugar already on the counter, so I prepared for it. I remade the cookies the very next day. Once they cooled, I took a bite and I was in heaven. I was like, "Okay, that's more like it." But I'm more pissed at myself that I that night that I made the first batch, I made a dinner that consisted of a pork tenderloin, all seasoned, all perfect, and made mashed potatoes, and made a vegetable side, and didn't fuck up a single one. I think it was Brussels sprouts. I managed to do three.
Ah.
You don't like Brussels sprouts?
Nah, I hate the smell of Brussels sprouts. They're good. I just hate when people like
Okay,
when you
so
cook them, they smell like shit, dude.
I hate when people cover them in sauce. That gets to me.
Really?
I hate that. I like just the
Oh
straight
wait,
up
you eat
Brussels sprout.
nuggies without sauce, so you're a weirdo. So I can understand that. I
Okay.
still remember that shit. You
Yes,
fucking
I do. I
weirdo.
do. We'll move back to that in a second. But yeah, Brussels sprouts, I mean, I just salt and pepper them, and that's basically it. And then I throw them in the oven. Nothing to them after cutting them up a bit. Have olive oil on them, of course, but yeah, just throw them in the oven, bake them like that, and it's just beautiful. They taste really good, taste crisp, they taste nice. But regardless,
See,
I managed to do three different things at once, and they all came out on the same time, so it was all prepped. It was all nice, and it was
so
timely. And then I put the cookies in the oven because I made those while everything was cooking. And so in my mind, I was like, how did I fuck up a 3 ingredient cookie when I just cooked a meal for a full family? So that's the
Yeah,
part that got to me.
I'm more concerned, not necessarily the fact that like of like how you fucked it up. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm more concerned that you are listening to this shit on repeat of the ingredients and you then still fucked it up.
Because they in the video he kept saying a bunch of other ingredients as well.
There's so and here's the thing, you even said it when you explained it where he says flour trash and yet you still
Well, he
thought
didn't
flour
specifically say.
good.
No, he didn't specifically say trash. He was like, think everything you know about cookies, butter, milk, flour. This recipe just says no. And that
But yet you still okay.
it's called selective hearing. I think you know
Yep.
a thing or two about that.
Oh, so now you want to believe me when I say you're selective hearing. Now you want to fucking believe me when I say it. Okay. All right. Because definitely when I keep telling you that you're shit at Smite, but it's just
It's
apparently you
because you're
selectively hear me
wrong.
say that you're good.
It's because you're wrong. We know
That's
you're
okay.
wrong.
It's okay. We'll work on your delusion later, but
I'll pull up stats. I'll
yeah,
pull up stats.
you don't want to embarrass
I'll
yourself,
pull up
man.
my stat sheet right now.
What rank are you in again?
Diamond.
Damn, bro, only diagonally stuff.
You want to talk about that? Okay, what's your Valorant rank? Oh, plat.
I
Oh,
think
damn, that's crazy.
that's I love you, Brian.
Ugh.
Oh shit. But no, I actually think I don't know if my fuck up of burning nuggies in the microwave is worse than your fuck up of like a three ingredient
Okay, but
cookie
to be
with
fair, if you look at
no
it,
with the instructions on repeat.
okay, but hold
Okay.
on. My difference is one ingredient. Your difference is one number. So technically, we fucked up the same amount in our
See, but
processes.
here's the thing
You
though,
had to
right?
look at a goddamn screen and press numbers. I still had a dinner cooking.
I didn't look at the screen. I just went off of like two and then
And
I
who's
did it fast, right? And then, but here's the thing: you had the instructions on repeat telling you what to do. So I have less empathy for that
okay?
because
All right.
you had so many times where it was told what to do, and yet you still fucked that up.
Okay, no, fucking up a three ingredient cookie. At
See,
least I can
it,
own up
it
to it.
it's
Pressing
it,
an additional fucking 18 minutes on a microwave. That,
additional 18 minutes. That's so easy to do.
but Jen
You
just
just press
walking
one.
away. You just
Exactly.
walked
It,
away and didn't question it
it,
for
it,
20 minutes. Wow,
right.
this two
It's
minutes
not a
is just
matter.
taking a lot.
It's not a matter of how many ingredients. It's the matter that the instructions were told to you
Dog, I'm
multiple
still on the
times.
fact that you put it in a bowl.
I'm still on the fact that you can't comprehend what someone is telling you when they say it more than once. I can understand if like you wrote it down and you couldn't read your chicken scratch of handwriting. So yeah, I get that. You were listening to an audio of instructions in your fucking ear. You had headphones on, didn't you? You had headphones on, didn't you? So it wasn't on speaker.
Yeah.
So it was directly in your fucking ear. And you still messed that
After
up.
listening it on loop so many times while doing it, it just kind of became white noise, and I was like, "Oh yes, I need peanut butter, flour, eggy, cool, and
Iggy.
not peanut butter, sugar, eggy."
We'll let other people decide, but I think you're
Okay,
taking the L on that one.
yeah,
I honestly
I
think you're taking the L.
definitely think you're taking the L here,
That's
but
cap.
oh god, you got anything else you want to get off your chest while we're talking?
um, there's a few things I want to get in my chest, but we're not gonna
You
talk
want a
about
couple holes? Like, what is
that.
going on?
No.
I got a guy
Well,
for that.
technically, what I mean by like in my chest is more of a tattoo. Like I was actually
Oh,
genuinely thinking about getting a tattoo.
you
It's gonna
actually,
be
you know what?
really,
Actually, I did too.
yeah. Like I was actually thinking, like I was gonna get a tattoo of like basically my skin kind of like opening up, and you're gonna see like mechanics going in there and shit. So like basically you're gonna see like the skin like ripped or whatever and like a mechanical heart or some shit like that. I thought that was gonna be super fucking cool. Um and then like it's gonna cost a lot of money because normally with tattoos I don't want to get like some basic shit personally. So like way later down, maybe like probably
Tech
later in the next year, I might be getting it. Once I get the money aside for it. But yeah,
Technically,
like
by the way, getting a tattoo is getting holes in you.
I'm not trying to justify any means of you putting a fucking bullet in me. We're not
I
doing
didn't say
that.
a bullet. I never once said that. You put that out there.
Well, I
I
don't know.
I
Do
do
you?
know a
I mean,
tattoo artist. Yes.
huh? That is technically true. You are getting holes in you
You
a
were the
lot of
only
them.
one who implied bullets.
I mean, what else do you mean when you say, putting
Couple
holes
holes
in
in
you?
a tattoo?
No one. Okay, you
I've
cannot
actually
look.
no
You
cap,
cannot
no
look me in
cap.
my eyes.
I've heard that before. I
From
and no.
who?
So actually, believe it or not, working out in freaking security, you hear some dumbass shit, right?
I imagine.
And this guy was joking with me because he was in the military. He's like, "Yeah, while I was out there, I had a couple holes put in me." I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh no, no, no!" Like they punctured me to make this tattoo for me. I'm like, "You can't say it like that." They were like, "Oh, sorry, that was just a joke we had on base all the time. It made it sound cooler when we came back." And I was like,
God.
"No, that makes me worried for you as a person. Are you okay?"
It makes me worry. Like I'm allergic to bullets. Okay, I don't know
I
if
think.
people like my doctor tells me it's a common allergy. So I mean, other people might have this allergy too. But I'm highly fucking allergic to bullets. Okay, especially when they're like in very close proximity of my flesh. Yeah, shit. I start bleeding like crazy,
Oh,
bro.
man,
Fucking.
that's crazy. Me too.
It's so crazy. Exactly. Like my doctor's telling me, it's really fucking common. But yeah, like I bleed profusely. Like it leads to scarring of my of the skin. Like oh god, it's even worse when it gets stuck in there because then it starts to like damage my insides. Yeah, it's fucking
Oh,
brutal.
that's fucking
Yeah,
cringe.
I know, right? But no, yeah. And then like I was gonna do a thing like on like my forearms, like on my right one and my left one. I was gonna do it to where like my a lot of it is gonna revolve around like my skin tearing essentially, where it's like on my right arm or my left arm is gonna be like the skin would tear and then it'd be like magma and like lava rocks essentially, and then on the left one was gonna be it opens up and there's like vines and trees and shit. So it's basically going with like the whole Avatar shit of like my legs might be water and earth. But yeah, I thought that would be kind of cool. But then I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna like match, especially if I go into colors. Like, I don't know
it's
how it's gonna look with
it's
colors.
you're
So I might
gonna
just
look like a Picasso, that's for sure. But if you
basically,
work it
and
out,
I don't think I'm like cool with the whole idea, but I do like the mechanical idea. So I'm probably gonna just keep that one and just like do the chest one where my like chest is open. It's like mechanics inside. I thought that'd be pretty, especially if it's like steampunk. Oh god, I'd fall in love with that. It'd be great.
so being a married man now, recently married, a couple weeks ago, I
Congratulations.
thank you. I thought about getting a tattoo
Don't you
representing.
fuck
Hold on, no,
you
not of
you.
her name, not of her name.
No, I thought you were gonna say you're gonna get matching tattoos.
No,
But don't be that. Don't
no,
be the cringe couple. Don't
no,
do it. Don't do it.
no, no. So no, I had this idea. I was workshopping this with someone who's actually going to draw up this design for me,
Oh, word, word,
and
word.
so it's going to be some clocks, and I have two places I could get it. I want it either down my arm, or I want it on my back, going across the shoulder blades.
Uh
So
huh.
it's going to be a couple clocks, right? And by a couple, I mean three in particular.
Uh huh.
And each clock is going to have an aesthetic to it. So the first clock is going to be with the date of the when I first asked her out, and she said yes, which was 416. No, I'm sorry, 411.
Oh, you can't fuck this up, bro. You cannot
No,
fuck this up.
no, 416 is my brother's birthday. 411 is because it's 5 days before. 411 was the day I asked her out back in 20. I have it written down. I have it written down.
I'm about to say, bro, you really gotta fuck
2015,
this up.
2015,
You get
2015,
this shit tattooed, you fuck it up. Oh, you're screwed.
2015. So
Damn.
yeah, 411 of 15. So how I'm gonna do the time is I'm going to have the hour hand on 4, the minute hand on 11. Not the actual number 11, but like the 11-minute marker.
Yeah. Wait,
And
the 11-minute marker?
Yeah, so like just past the 2 on the clock.
Okay.
So
So I see what you mean. Okay, so you're basically trying to you're
cuz
making
hold
the
on, it's going to make sense why I'm doing that as I go down the list. This one
no, I
is
get it. It's like you're using the dates as the times,
well, yes,
essentially.
so I'm using the hour hand as the months. I'm
Months.
using the
And then
minute
the minute
hand
hand as the day.
as the day, and the year is not going to be the seconds hand because there's I don't want a third hand. I just want the two hands. I'm going to put a placard stating the year on the bottom of the clock. You know how some like clocks have
Yeah,
dedicated
it's like New York,
names
different
engraved.
time zones and
I,
shit.
I want it to look like it's an engraving on the clock itself, like
Ooh.
2015. And then what I want on the clock is a rose. And the reason why I want a rose, and this is so specific, is because I asked her out with a chocolate rose and a poem wrapped around the rose.
Oh, that's adorable.
So I want like a, if they can make it look like a chocolate rose, that'd be even better. But like
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I'll even just take a standard rose like on the clock, leaned up against
Mm-hmm.
it or wrapped around it, whatever. Then that's the first one. The second clock, I want the engagement. So that was August 17th of 2020.
I remember that. I
Yeah,
remember you talking about that.
August 17th of 2020. I popped the question and she said yes. So again, I would have the hour hand on 8, and then I would have the minute hand on the 17-minute marker,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would have 2020 written on the engraving of the clock. And for that one, I I would just put a ring on like the top of the clock,
Right.
to say this is when I popped the question. And the last one, I don't have an aesthetic for marriage yet. I'm leaving that up to the artist on how to portray that. Maybe wedding bells was an idea, or something like
Mm.
that, or a just married sash somewhere along there, so it's more apparent. But then, of course, the day of my wedding, 10/22/2022,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
in clock form. So I want the 3 dates, and I want this tattoo to be extendable because I want the date of my first kid. I want the date of this, that, and the third.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you're doing. That's pretty dope. I like that.
See,
Marking down significant events of your life. That's actually pretty cool.
I figured that would be, something that would just be milestones of my life. Like, hey, this would be perfect. Something
Mm-hmm.
that's very symbolic for me because that's what I want in a tattoo is something symbolic. I want it all in black and white though. I do not want
Yeah.
color.
Wow, that's racist.
That's not.
You don't want color? That's fucked up, bro. How
I
can you
just
say that?
I
It's
just
2022.
I don't know. I'm not like big into color tattoos. Like my
I,
wife has one. My wife
I
has a
get
color
you.
tattoo and it looks beautiful. Just on me, I just want the standard black and white package.
Yeah,
Grays, black and whites.
yeah. Honestly, I definitely have a good appreciation for monochrome or just like grayscale of
Also
art.
colorblind.
That's right. You are colorblind, but you said this is gonna be on like your back.
This could be on my back or my arm. I haven't decided yet. I want to see the design on the artist comes up with and see how the best way I could get it portrayed is.
I think like up your arm would be pretty cool.
I would think so too, but then I'd run out of
Or you can
room
do it like
eventually.
down your back,
I could do that too.
like along the spine or some shit. But no, yeah, that sounds pretty dope. Definitely more symbolic than what I was gonna do because my shit was just random.
I mean,
Like
you're an inner machine, bro. You got a machine inside you.
shit. I guess I did.
Yeah,
That
there's some
probably.
symbolic. You keep working, you keep moving, you keep hustling. You're just a built machine, bro.
I don't know how I feel about that because
Product of the
like
system.
yeah, this is exactly why I don't know how to feel about that. But what I will say though is like one symbolic thing that I was actually gonna do, which was it was gonna be super weird,
Oh,
right?
you should. Oh, to add to this, because of broken childhood past and stuff like that, you should just make some of the cogwheels like cracked or ancient looking.
Ooh, oh, like where it's like moss is covering up the machines and shit. Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you on that one. But okay, hear me out. This is when I was like, I think 17 when I thought about this. But I always view myself to be like very not creative, but what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Alternate thinker, where like sometimes I think deeply about shit that is just completely irrelevant. Um, like it's like why can you drink a drink but you can't food a food, right? Like it's a stupid question, but it doesn't really like change anything. Like it's not like some deep philosophical like what is the meaning of life, you know? But
Where are they?
where are they? Just get into your Batman inner Batman monologue and just like wonder why Gotham is so fucked up. Honestly, like I'm still wondering why their government just didn't fucking like court or just like marshal shit and just like have tanks roaming around. Like at a certain point, like this city's kind of lost. Like you either take it back by force or let it burn. Like I'm sorry,
Honestly.
dude, Gotham is so bad. Anyway, but I was gonna do this thing where it's like basically gonna be an easel. And like a canvas, and essentially just nothing was going to be on it. And I wanted people to think about it. It's like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Blank
You know,
canvas.
and yeah, it's a blank canvas, you know, and I was like, this is exactly how I feel a lot of times where I'm just like, what does it mean? What does that mean? Like, what's the meaning behind that or whatever? And people are just going to wonder exactly what that is. Essentially, they're going to have that, essentially the same thought process that I do of like, what the fuck does that mean? You know? When
Yeah.
it's completely irrelevant. Like it's just a tattoo on some random dude you're probably never gonna fucking see again in your life.
But you want it to be visible for all to see.
Exactly, you know. So I thought it was gonna be like, you know, I'm giving other people the curse of just thinking about stupid shit that makes no sense. And I was gonna do that for other tattoos where just they don't make any fucking sense, but you're gonna think it has some really deep symbolic meaning or whatever, and it's just gonna be like, I don't fucking know. Like you tell me what this means, you know. But here's my curse of just thinking about random shit that's irrelevant. And that was gonna be my tattoo ideas where I just piss people off. I love it.
All right. Well, in closing, I think we've had a pretty successful first podcast. What do you say?
I think it was pretty fun. We definitely talked about some shit that I'm pretty sure you're taking the L on the cooking. Like,
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
absolutely not.
dude. You literally had the instructions told to you so many fucking times,
And
and
you
you still
literally had
messed
to
it up.
press 3 buttons on a microwave and went the extra mile and said, you know what? A
I
fourth one
was
sounds
12.
great.
Okay, time out. First off, wasn't I 12? And how old were you when you did this shit? Go ahead. What
It's
was the number? What was the fucking number? Because you were dating
26.
at the time. You were
26.
what? 26.
26.
20 fucking Okay, you're taking me out. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
Okay,
up,
but I
bro.
put more effort in.
So?
I was doing more. You were doing less.
You were doing
And you
more.
cooked them in a bowl. You're already wrong for that.
You were doing more. Yet you had more instructions and you still fucked it up.
You don't need instructions. You knew how. You said you mentally already knew how to cook the damn things in the
Yeah,
microwave.
I just made a simple, honest mistake of just pressing one
And I
button just
made a
one too
simple,
many
honest
times.
mistake of grabbing the wrong freaking thing.
After being told, how many times did it replay? How many
I
times?
don't know.
How many times do you think it replayed?
A lot.
A lot. So you had the instructions replay to you a lot of three ingredients, and it even told you what not to do, and yet you still put in the shit you weren't supposed to do. When I made a simple mistake of pressing one button one
To
more
be
time.
fair, my flour and sugar were next to each other. Since this happened, it is no longer that way.
Wait. So was it a matter? So wait, hold on. But you said you picked it out.
Yes, no, I get that, but it was next to each other. And
It
then
doesn't
when
matter
hold
because
on,
you
when I
specifically
grabbed
picked
it
the flower.
originally, I looked at it and I heard flour at the same time and I was like, "Ah, this is what I need." And that's when I basically tuned out the ingredients at that point.
Oh my God, you pulled a Patrick Star right there. Of like, yeah,
That's
like the
exactly what
sparks are
happened.
just fucking flying and shit. Oh
My
my God,
brain just mentally focused on that flour part, and I don't know why.
you like lost like at least three IQ points after that.
I felt like it. I redeemed myself. You got to try those cookies though.
I have tried those. I have made those before. That's why I'm even
Just
more concerned that you fucked that up.
peanut butter, sugar, and egg.
Yeah, but peanut butter, sugar, and egg. Like it was so easy to fucking make. I'm still curious on how you managed to fuck that up.
But have you ever added chocolate chips?
I've never added chocolate. I'm not okay. So hear me out. I'm actually not a chocolate person. I don't like chocolate.
Oh right, you don't.
I really don't like. If I ever have chocolate, it's gonna be with peanut butter. Sorry, peanut bean dip. it's gonna be with it. Like I remember my dad for my birthday one time when I was like 15 or 16 or some shit. And he got me this like chocolate cake, like it was like a chocolate like what is it? The you know the cakes with the hole in it that you can buy like Safeway or some shit for like 15
Yeah.
bucks. Yeah, so he got me one of those. And then I don't know if he knew that I didn't like chocolate, but he definitely knew when he found out that all I did with it was just put it in a fucking like glass bowl, added a scoop of peanut butter, put it in a microwave and nuke that shit, and it kept it moving. Like I refuse to just eat a full on chocolate cake.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're
And
gonna
then and
wrap
then
the. Oh.
and then my fat ass added some ice cream to it. So yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
boy, you would when I tell people this shit, they like, yo, how are you not just high at all times? Like who would think to do that of like just nuking a chocolate cake with peanut butter, adding ice cream to it, and keep it moving? Like what?
Nothing wrong with it. But
That's
anyway, I think that's enough for one podcast. We already have an hour and 30 minutes. I need to look at a footage
oh
and if,
fuck.
oh yeah, this is gonna be a normal thing. I feel like. So anyway, uh, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts, closing thoughts. Paragon's fun. Should play it.
I actually I was thinking about doing that maybe a little bit tonight if I
Yeah, I was
get the
actually,
access.
if anything, it'd be me, you, and Maurice, because I think Maurice is on. I was actually playing when,
Jared,
because
Jared,
I
Jared,
didn't know how
Jared,
long
Jared,
you were gonna
Jared,
be, right?
Jared,
I'm
off
sorry.
the air, off the air.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check out the social medias, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you check out the YouTube because face reactions are priceless on this show channel
Yeah,
thing
you get to see
on
all
this
of
thing.
this, you know?
Blech. All right,
Wow.
peace out.
Wow.